So start the class. I had my first class this morning. So every time I start the class, I don't share my video first. So I play the music from a movie soundtrack, and I have the students guess what the movie is before they come in. When I'm ready to go, when they stop guessing music, then I show myself, and not typically, all the backgrounds I use. For example, this morning I used Wreck-It Ralph as the movie, and then I sort of reveal the answer. So I pick something that's pretty well known, something I'll throw in something that's a little bit abstract as well. So now move on to my class. So this is live, no issues so far. Thanks to Kaylee, great job on the graphics for me. So yay for Kaylee. So I decided as a layout to go by weeks. So we have a start here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and finals week. Start here is something that I sent out last Thursday to welcome everybody into the class. And if I click on that, you'll get a welcome message, which is an announcement or email that I send out along with the video message and with the text. And I ask them to take a look at this 0 week. Let's start here. I used a flip model instruction. So I asked them to make sure they look through all these items here on the week 0, and then have them do a class prep study or a class preparation survey. So I get some context of what kind of technology, what kind of challenges they may have taking this class remotely. So back to homepage, something I was pretty good that Kaylee suggested. I thought was a very good idea, the course learning outcome. So we have 7 or 8 of these for all the Engineering 19W instructors to really bring relevance to the students. I put the assignments that correlates to these assignments for them to look at. So hopefully that they won't wonder, why am I doing this for nothing? Is really to help them understand there is a pathway to make sure they meet the outcomes by the end of the course. And then I'll go to a week example, for example, week 1. If you go to week 1, the week 1 modules opens up. They go by lecture 1, 2, and 3. So typically lecture 2, here's all the videos that they have to view before coming to the class. And every video, there's a short, not every, majority of the video that they view, they have a short quiz question they have to answer to keep track of what the takeaways are. I told them these are to be done before class, and during class is when we do the exercises, applying the concept we learned during class, and then the homework they're supposed to follow up with. I'll go back to homepage again. So there are major assignments for this course. So we go to major assignments. These assignments actually are sprinkled out through the modules as well. But for me, I think if I have a student, sometimes I already know what's going on, but I want to find the detail of the assignment. So I group them together in this major assignment module. The first module, if you look it up, there's a Gantt chart to identify when those due dates are, how long they're assigned. And for accessibility, Kaylee suggested I need to write those actual words out so that they'll be more explicit. And I'll go back to major assignment. So let's say group paper A, which is a big project. So in that group project, I have a video to introduce the assignment, and also have another Gantt chart to look at all the elements that they need to do to complete in support of the final assignment when it's due. And below are just different components. I give examples of different components they can look at as an example. And last thing I'll mention here, which my time's up, probably is a peer editing. So something that I have done is work hard this session to make it more explicit. Not only, for example, how to find things that when they need to peer edit, where to find the assigned peer editing paper, and also to the end on some comments, sample comments, what they should look for, what they should write. So sort of hand-holding a little bit more than I used to. I think being remote, I think you just want to be more explicit as possible. So that's it. I think, I still have time?
You're right about 30 seconds left if you want to.
Okay, last thing I'll mention, which is a hack, which is pretty fun. So I've been trying to figure out a way to assign assignments randomly, because I have a paper airplane exercise they have to do. And I wasn't sure how to do it randomly. So I actually use a quiz function, meaning I use these quizzes as part of a bank, And then as they take the quiz, they are assigned a paper airplane randomly, even though they're not quizzes, but I want to assign a different paper airplane for everybody that takes a quiz. So I thought that was an interesting hack to do. So anyway, so that should be 30 seconds.